This cat shows loyalty until the end, refuses to leave dying granny who raised her. Contrary to what many people may think, animals actually remember good deeds that are done for them. Many times they try their best to show their gratitude, but they may be misunderstood. If you show an animal kindness, they'll become a best friend who will always be loyal and affectionate. One cat named Trooper perhaps best demonstrates this statement. The kitty was rescued when she was still a kitten and was raised by a woman who she became quite attached to. When the grandma fell ill, Trooper did everything a cat could do to show that this was her best friend and she was not letting her go so easily. When Alexis finally found a house that she'd been looking for, she was not prepared for the surprise that came with it. As the construction men demolished it so that she could remodel, they heard persistent meowing from the walls. The process had to be halted so they could find whatever was making the noise. After a few minutes of searching, the men emerged with the most adorable white and black kitten. She had big, beautiful eyes and was so tiny. Alexis then began looking for the cat's family, but after a few days, they gave up the search. Her mom was nowhere to be seen. The kitten was then named Trooper and sent home to stay with Alexis's mother, Sarah, who'd been living with the family since the birth of her children. The grandma and the cat liked each other from the start, and she was the one to feed Trooper from a milk bottle when she was just 2 weeks old. The two grew very close, and they would often be seen around each other. They were best friends. When Sarah became sick, the family witnessed an unusual devotion from a cat to its favorite human. Trooper stayed around Sarah most of the time, and when the grandma could not move anymore, the cat stayed in her room. Sarah's health deteriorated rapidly, and she was in a permanent coma. At this time, Trooper stayed in bed with her and wouldn't come out. Alexis's mother may not have known it, but her best friend had stuck around for her. Once in a while, Trooper would hop out only to emerge a few seconds later with gifts for the sickly woman. It was the sweetest thing the family had ever witnessed. Unfortunately, Sarah's sickness got the best of her, and she passed away shortly. Everybody in Alexis's family remembers just how devastated the poor cat was. She did rounds in the house, meowing loudly as she looked for her best friend. When it hit her that she would never see her again, she refused for days. It was evident that she'd been served her share of grief. Her best friend was gone. Months later, Trooper's doing a lot better, but it's clear that she'll never forget Sarah. She still brings gifts to her room, probably hoping that one day she'll be there to take them. The relationship between the two went far beyond that between ordinary cats and their humans. They'd been each other's companions and best friends.